And the winds continue to be a huge factor this afternoon across most of New Mexico. Matter of fact, we do have wind advisories and high wind warnings across most of the northern two-thirds of the state. Meanwhile, not quite as windy down here into the south, but still around the Guadalupes it is getting very gusty. Sustained around 22 right now, Carlsbad 17 in Roswell, and gusts as high as 30 miles per hour down around the Carlsbad area. Skipping over the Sacramentos, we're kind of seeing the same deal there. Overall trend, though, cooler temperatures and not as windy for tomorrow. Matter of fact, temperatures will drop off significantly. We've seen 90s this afternoon. We'll only see 70s for tomorrow. Meanwhile, a few 50s and 60s off towards the north. So tonight, be a little bit more specific with you. We'll see 60s and those breezes will continue. And tomorrow won't be quite as warm for us. So we're looking for highs anywhere from the 60s, 70s, and into the 80s across most parts of the state. So 90s right now in Roswell. We are the same kind of deal in Carlsbad, low 90s around Hobbs, 70s up in towards Ruidoso, and there's the culprit. Storm system moving across Utah and Colorado. That's pretty much where the core is right now, and we're on the dry side of it, unfortunately, and of course we're getting those gusty winds and not a whole lot in the way of precip. Looks like that will be the case, especially heading into tomorrow. The difference is, though, it won't be quite as windy for us, thank goodness, as this front passes through. Temperatures are going to be much cooler for us as well, and as mentioned earlier, we'll probably see those numbers dropping into the 70s and 80s. High pressure overhead as we slide towards the end of the week, and actually winds will kind of calm down a little bit for us as well. Another storm system, though, to contend with potentially as we head in towards Sunday and early next week. Two possible tracks with the storm. The first one takes it off towards the west. If that happens, we'll get that dry wind coming off the desert areas, and so we won't see a whole lot of precip. But if this low dives a little bit further south near the Baja into northern Mexico, we could drag in some decent moisture in the region, end up with some scattered showers and storms. Also breezy to windy conditions and cooler temperatures. Right now that heat extends down into Texas. The cooler air is just knocking on our doorstep, though, around Utah and back off into the Colorado Rockies. By tonight, we start to see some of that spilling off into the northern reaches of the state. Matter of fact, overnight lows in the 30s up around Denver. And tomorrow's highs anywhere from the 50s and 60s off to our north. And of course, we'll be right around the 70s into the 80s down here towards the south. So looking at those numbers tonight, we'll drop in the 40s, 50s, and even some 60s. And highs tomorrow anywhere from the 50s and 60s up around Cladcroft and Ruidoso. And tomorrow's highs, how about that? Low to mid 80s for us. Carlsbad 88 and 81 down in the Hobbs area. 7-day forecast looking like we're going to see plenty of sunshine. Highs to be in the low to mid 80s the next couple of afternoons. A little bit cooler, of course, in some of our northern towns here in the southeast. 78 degrees for Saturday, and Sunday looking a little bit warmer for us, though, and showers could be on the increase, especially as that storm system rolls on in, and highs will cool off as well. Overnight lows will stay on the mild side, with the 40s early Friday morning in the 50s and 60s.